Yo, what's up YouTube family? It's your boy Kuz. We back at you with another hot TikTok reaction video. Today we're gonna be reacting to some Nikola Tesla TikTok reactions. I'm talking about the kind that's gonna have you questioning everything. With that said, if you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop some new hot content that you definitely don't want to miss. One more thing, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe anything that you hear or see in these videos. Don't believe anything that I say in these videos. Always use your own discernment. Always do your own research. Let's go.
Yo, I got a treat for y'all today. Let's get it. Truth about Nikola Tesla and why he was seemingly forgotten during his time period as an inventor. Nikola Tesla, born July 10th, 1856, drew inspiration from his very intelligent mom, who was an inventor as well, but more of a hobby. From the beginning, Nikola Tesla was an avid inventor and had huge interest in being an inventor, an engineer. But due to financial struggles, it was hard for him to put his talent and his knowledge to use. So time and time again throughout his lifetime, he was seen helping other inventors out improve their own inventions for money. Because one, he was just that good, and two, he couldn't afford his own laboratory yet. First, you got Thomas Edison, which he helped him improve his inventions by miles. 1844, he started the job with Edison. Edison did not want to see him succeed. Thomas Edison promised Tesla that if he could improve his inventions, he would give him a $50,000 bonus. It never came. On quote, Edison saying, "You must not understand American humor." 1895, Tesla was finally able to get his own laboratory. The fluctuation of inventions began to come in. Tesla had begun experiments creating light through a flow of energy through his body. Once this started, he was invited to lectures at home and abroad about his discoveries. At this point, he had already invented the Tesla coil, which is used in radios, television sets, and a lot of other electronic stuff as well. Here's when Tesla started to make groundbreaking inventions. Colorado experiment. Between 1899 and 1900, Tesla made his most amazing discovery: terrestrial stationary waves. The way that this worked is that the earth could be used as a conductor. Fields in Colorado were filled with quartz that could be used as energy sources. Using this technique, he was able to light lamps from 25 miles away from each other without wires. He even claimed at one time in his Colorado lab that he received signals from another planet. And until his death, he proceeded to expand and expand and expand on this idea. He wanted to power the whole world with this free energy from the earth. Leading up to his death, he had filled up trunks and trunks and trunks, 80 trunks I believe, with information of his discoveries. In 1943, the CIA and the FBI sent John Trump to analyze his notes after he died. Only 60 out of 80 of the trunks were recovered. So what was done with the other 20 trunks? Each of the 80 trunks holding groundbreaking information, but it's some discoveries that they just didn't want us to know about. They did not want to provide us with free energy. Tesla wanted to do that. He took his trunks containing that information. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Okay. How many out there have heard of Nikola Tesla? Before this video, man, in my opinion, Nikola Tesla was a genius. I put him up there with the likes of Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton and people like that, man. Yeah, he was a genius, man. And he invented a lot of stuff that we could use now with free energy, man. But let me know what you think about that clip down below in the comment section. He's very interesting, y'all. You're finna learn a lot more about him right now.
I read Nikola Tesla's biography a long while back, and it was extremely interesting. And he claimed, and I have no reason to disbelieve him, that entire inventions, machines, would pop into the theater of his imagination, detailed out to the point where he knew the angles on the screws that held the metal together. And he would try to write them down in something draw them out in something approximating something that would be, that you could make a blueprint out of, let's say, in that much detail. And sometimes a new invention would pop into his head so quickly that it would obliterate the previous one. He had to work very quickly to keep up.
Oh, you guys want to hear some crazy conspiracy theories about Tesla, Nikola Tesla? Oh, I'm gonna put you guys on.
Oh, I know this one. Yeah, I know this one.
So basically, the Rothschilds gave him funding for infinite energy, and he found it. He found it basically like we could all have free electricity forever, like infinite energy, right? And the Rothschild Oh, I'm so scared just talking about it. So basically, the Rothschild just killed off the whole operation because they're not gonna benefit from it. Because,
they can't profit.
Yeah, they can't profit out of it and stuff like that. And then so that's why they canceled the whole operation.
Did Nikola Tesla really know the secret behind the pyramids? According to Tesla, the pyramids were more than just ancient tombs or architectural marvels. He believed that they held a hidden power, a mysterious energy source waiting to be unlocked. Tesla speculated that the pyramids were designed to harness and transmit wireless energy, tapping into the Earth's natural electromagnetic field. In his view, these majestic structures acted as gigantic power plants, capable of transmitting energy across vast distances. Imagine a world where electricity flowed freely, wirelessly, without the need for cumbersome cables or grids. Tesla envisioned a future where the pyramid's technology could be harnessed, revolutionizing the way we power our world. While Tesla's theory remains speculative, it challenges us to think beyond conventional wisdom. It sparks curiosity and invites us to explore the mysteries of the past. So the next time you gaze upon the pyramids, let yourself wonder, could there be more to these ancient wonders than meets the eye?
Y'all, imagine how a world with free energy flowing everywhere for everything would be. Man, the government is like, you have to pay to play, man. If we can't bill you, we're gonna have to. You get it? You know what I'm saying? Y'all can guess the rest, I'm pretty sure.
Here's how Nikola Tesla and the Trump family are connected. This one's wild. So in 1943, Tesla died at the Hotel New Yorker. After investigations by a specific unit of the US government called the Alien Unit, nothing to do with alien, well, maybe to do with aliens, but different kind of aliens, as in foreign, they handed over all of his work to the FBI. But the FBI hired a separate engineer who was an outsider to make sense of all of his inventions. He was from MIT and his name, John G. Trump. Yes, Don's uncle. Now, Tesla didn't believe in Einstein's theory of relativity, but allegedly he had his own theory about gravity, so many speculate that he might have had some theory about time travel. But Don's uncle told the US government that there was nothing to worry about and no invention that really could harm the US government. But here's the theory. Many people think he might have lied and actually stolen any documents that had to do with time travel. And the theory is that Don Trump is actually a time traveler.
Lost inventions that could have changed the world.
Hold up, man. How many of y'all have heard of the book about Baron Trump and the Time Traveler, or Baron Trump the Time Traveler? If you haven't, it's a must read or listen to, you know, whichever one you prefer. Check it out.
Part 2. In the 1890s, inventor Nikola Tesla created Tesla coils, which were able to transfer electricity over short distances without any wires. Tesla's ultimate goal was to provide everyone on Earth access to electricity completely for free. So in 1901, Tesla began building a Tesla coil so powerful it would be able to transmit power anywhere on Earth completely wirelessly. But in 1904, his investors pulled their funding because Tesla's main rival, Thomas Edison, wanted to have a monopoly on electrical power instead of giving it free of charge to the world like Tesla planned to.
How did Tesla do it? Tesla, I think, was actually capturing resonant magnetic field energy of the Earth that's almost boundless. So there are a lot of, quote, free energy approaches. I think the ones that use these very high voltage systems that create a sort of a vector, a tap, as it were, into this quantum vacuum energy and zero-point energy field, those began to be stumbled across, but sort of episodically as a phenomenon back in the late 1800s, because that was the heyday when they were first discovering electromagnetism. And I think Maxwell and Faraday, some of these guys stumbled across this, but they didn't know what it was. You were getting more energy out than you had to put in. So I think you can have a rotational coil-based device. Floyd Sweet, who we feature in the movie, had a solid-state device that was about this big that could run a 300 horsepower electric engine for your car.
Interesting.
the globe. Nikola Tesla often spoke of an invention which he claimed would save the world, a machine making energy free for all. Yet alas for some, this particular area of his work is not our main item of interest tonight, but rather his possible experience of a close encounter with aliens. And his subsequent invention, which became famously known as an IFO. He eventually gained a patent on the peculiar aircraft which he called the world's first flying saucer. Interestingly, the interior design of the flying saucer matched that of descriptions made by some who have claimed to have seen a UFO from the inside, with a discoid capacitor that he believed was of sufficient enough to provide enough thrust for the craft to fly. The design included other inventions which he claimed would have allowed the pilot complete control over the direction of the craft. Tesla even ducked out the interior of the ship with flat-screen television screens and external video cameras for the pilot's blind spots. However, although the patent was indeed granted, the craft lacked a primary power source. Whether or not Tesla had actually developed this and kept it secret is unknown. Clearly a sophisticated and well-thought-out craft which has conveniently slipped into the archives of history are quite possibly black projects involving secret aircraft developments by the American government. Where the idea for this came from is unknown. However, author Tim R. Schwartz, along with many other researchers, and even Tesla himself, claims that he was once contacted by aliens via transmissions from outer space. According to Schwartz's book The Lost Journals of Nikola Tesla, Tesla at one point was developing a powerful radio antenna designed to monitor thunderstorms in Earth's skies. While testing the device, Schwartz claimed that Tesla overheard radio transmissions he believed were actually extraterrestrial communications. He wondered at the time if he wasn't listening to one planet greeting another. As he put it, from that point on it became somewhat of an obsession of his to build better and better radio receivers to try to see if he could repeat what he heard. He got to the point where he claimed that he was actually receiving voice transmissions. He said it sounded just like people talking back and forth to each other. He made note saying that he was actually hearing intelligent beings from another planet talking to each other, although he didn't know what language they were speaking, but he still felt he understood them. Schwartz claims that the book was written using sensational data obtained from the inventor's most private papers kept under wraps by the military in big business concerns of America. Regardless of the actual facts surrounding the origin of the IFO, Tesla was undoubtedly a remarkable human being, one who gave the world some remarkable things.
Man, where was Tesla getting these ideas from, man? Was he getting these ideas from extraterrestrials? Was he getting downloads from them directly? Or was he an extraterrestrial? Or is it something more sinister? Did the government know he was an extraterrestrial and they took him out for his inventions? I don't know, man. It's something. I don't know. You let me know what you think down below in the comment section. It's just a little theory, something to think about, make your mind wonder.
There's a lot that we don't know, bro, about frequencies, bro. Like, I've heard this experiment. They invited Tesla to use his wave frequency modulation device to create an electromagnetic frequency around a ship and make it disappear. Oh, shit. And they succeeded. And they tested it out in water and it completely disappeared. And Tesla was thrilled. He loved this idea. Until they mentioned that they wanted to do it to a human. And they told him to do it to a human, and he said no. And he said, if you're not going to do it, we're going to get somebody else to do it. So they did it. And they tried this experiment on a human, and they put him on a ship. And they activated the device, and he said a cloud of green smoke enveloped him. And he disappeared. It worked, but when he reappeared,
he was inside the ship, bro.
No, that'd be crazy, though.
Oh no, I heard something like that with a motherfucker.
That'd be crazy. Yeah. But when he reappeared, bro, he was 600 kilometers away from where he previously was.
What you say? I ain't hear you. What you say? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, you right. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. The Philadelphia experiment. Yeah. Once again, they might have took him out and took his inventions. Cause think about that. I believe the Philadelphia experiment was a little later after that, man. But you know, I may be wrong. Let's do some research. If you know, comment down below. Was the Philadelphia experiment before or after? Well, it has to be after he passed, or, you know, during his time. Was it during the time he was alive, or was it after he passed? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Earth is a realm. It is not a planet. It is not an object. Therefore, it has no edge. Earth would be more easily defined as a system environment. Earth is also a machine. It is a Tesla coil. The sun and moon are powered wirelessly with the electromagnetic field, the ether. This field also suspends the celestial spheres with electromag levitation. Electromag levitation disproves gravity because the only force you need to counter is the electromagnetic force, not gravity. Now, there are fact-check websites all over the web saying that Nikola Tesla didn't say this. But who fact-checks the fact-checkers? I'll bet the same people that told you were in outer space are the same people that own those fact-check websites. If you haven't learned by now that history is being written by the conquerors, and that history is his story, meaning whomever is telling it, this page ain't for you.
Come on, man.
This page ain't for you.
And y'all just think about it. They say Earth is a closed space. The firmament above us, the waters above as below. Think about all that. Think about the ice wall. Think about all that. Just a coincidence. I mean, not a coincidence, just a theory. Just think about that, though. Let me know what you think down below, though. I may be wrong.
This is 5 of the craziest inventions that Nikola Tesla has ever made that threaten the global elite. Number 1 is the death ray. Known as the Teleforce, this weapon could generate a focused beam of energy that could obliterate anything within 200 miles, and produce a wall of electricity that could make any country, big or small, impenetrable to armies, airplanes, and any other weapons of assault. Number 2 is Tesla's oscillator. In 1898, Nikola Tesla created a tiny oscillating device that, when activated, could simulate the production of earthquakes. After causing a mini earthquake in downtown Manhattan, Nikola Tesla took a hammer to the oscillator to stop it. Number 3 is a free electricity system. In 1901, Nikola Tesla developed and built the Wardenclyffe Tower, a wireless transmission system in New York. With funding from JP Morgan, Nikola Tesla planned to harness the electrical energy of the Earth and freely transmit it, removing the need for wires completely. Number 4 is the flying saucer. In 1911, Nikola Tesla revealed to the public that he was coming out with an anti-gravity flying machine. Tesla's flying saucer would be powered by a free energy system. It could travel at any direction faster than speeds previously achieved before, independent to weather and downward currents. Number 5 is improved airships. Tesla suggested that his electrical airships could transport passengers from London to New York in 3 hours. Tesla believed that these airships could get power from the atmosphere itself, eliminating the need for refueling.
Man, Nikola Tesla was definitely a problem, man. A force of reckoning, man. I believe they took that man out for sure, man. Let me know what you think down below, because these weapons and these technologies could have definitely changed the way everything goes in this world right now today, especially modern warfare and the economy.
I was recently contacted and given the go-ahead that I could talk. I've been sitting on this for 7 years without talking about it because they asked me not to talk about it until they had their patents in place and their licensing.
Whoa, what is all this?
This is the work of Nikola Tesla. You know, his work was suppressed. A lot of his patents were taken, sealed up by the U.S. government for whatever reason, I don't know. But this is some of the stuff that's now being developed using his ideas, plus some of the others. This is a generator that has no moving parts. It's all based on geometry. I think I understand it at this point. Resonance frequencies, everything vibrates. Have you ever, like if we had an electric razor, we plugged it in, turned it on, set it on this table, it's going to move around, isn't it? You ever seen that?
Yeah.
That's the beginning of the concept because it's vibrating. Everything vibrates at a frequency, and if you know that frequency, you can control things.
Something to think about.
Free, unlimited energy for the entire world. They really tried to tell us it wasn't possible. Alright, calm down there, Mr. First Law of Thermodynamics, because we had one of the smartest people in history on the job. It's said that Nikola Tesla actually invented a system for free, wireless electricity accessible by everyone on Earth. Turns out, he may not have been the one who came up with it, but was using ancient knowledge over 5,000 years old. Tesla is famously quoted as saying, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." What was he trying to tell us? He has quite the resume. The founder of alternating current, which runs our entire power grid today, and was also a huge advocate of free wireless electricity, which is exactly what his Wardenclyffe Tower project intended to do. A structure that was designed to harness energy from the natural vibrations of the Earth and convert them into electric potential. Exactly what the Giza power plant theory suggests the pyramids were built and used for. Tesla